Hi students, all of you good morning. Welcome to the class. In this session, we are going to discuss about quantitative analysis of elements present in the organic compound. What is the use of quantitative analysis means? The quantitative analysis is a very important in organic chemistry. It helps the chemist in determination of mass percentage of elements present in the compound. What is meant by mass percentage of elements? All of you completed how to calculate empirical formula and molecular formula. The percentage of each element present in the compound is called as mass percentage of element. So by calculating the mass percentage of elements, then only we can calculate the empirical formula of a compound as well as molecular formula of a compound. So to know about the mass percentage of the elements, percentage of carbon, percentage of hydrogen, percentage of nitrogen, percentage of phosphorus, percentage of sulfur, percentage of halogens. So that is called as the mass percentage of the elements. So by knowing that mass percentage of the elements only, we can know about the molecular formula of a compound. So coming to the first topic, how to calculate the percentage of carbon and hydrogen in the organic compound. The percentage of carbon and hydrogen in the organic compound, this is going to be estimated. Quantitative analysis it is. Estimation of percentage of carbon and hydrogen is carried by Liebig's method. The method is called as Liebig's method. See this diagram. Here you can find some glass tube is given. In the glass tube, at left side, you can see the inlet for intake of pure dry oxygen gas. And here some sample is going to be taken. The sample is taken in a platinum boat. This is a boat-like structure that is made up of platinum. In this platinum boat, we are taking the organic compound. Then that is going to be connected to a chamber where the chamber is going to have CuO pellets. CuO means cupric oxide. This total content is called as CuO, that is known as cupric oxide. And then the chamber is connected to U-shaped tubes. Here two U-shaped tubes are there. One U-shaped tube is connected with anhydrous calcium chloride. Second U-shaped tube is having potassium hydroxide. So when we are going to heat the content here, what is the content? Organic compound. Somebody is opening the mic. Why? What is the need of opening the mic? So first of all, here we are taking the organic compound sample with the help of Bunsen burner. This is a Bunsen burner. With the help of Bunsen burner, we are going to heat this organic compound, that is known as the sample, with the help of pure dry oxygen. Then here combustion of organic compound is going to happen. Burning of organic compound is going to happen. Yes, all of us know organic compound is containing compulsorily carbon and hydrogen. So carbon is going to react with oxygen. Carbon is going to be oxidized as carbon dioxide. So that carbon dioxide is coming through this chamber, that is entering into this U-shaped tube, and finally the carbon dioxide is going to collected in this U-shaped tube. This U-shaped tube is having potassium hydroxide solution. Here the potassium hydroxide solution is used to absorb the carbon dioxide gas released from the organic compound. And one more, the organic sample is also containing hydrogen. Here, this is the organic sample that is containing the hydrogen. Hydrogen is going to react with oxygen. Hydrogen is oxidized as water molecule. So through this chamber, water molecules, that is water vapors, are going to release. The water vapors are entering into this U-shaped tube. This U-shaped tube is having anhydrous calcium chloride. Anhydrous means dry. That anhydrous calcium chloride is going to absorb water vapors, and this potassium hydroxide solution is called as potash. The potash solution is going to absorb carbon dioxide. So here two compounds are produced. Say this reaction, CXHY. This is a hydrocarbon. When a hydrocarbon, that is a sample of organic compound, is going to be heated with oxygen. How many moles of oxygen is taken? X plus Y by 4 moles of oxygen is taken. Once again the reaction, CXHY plus X plus Y by 4 moles of O2 gives rise to, this is a symbol, gives rise to, here the print mistake is there. Then that is going to give X moles of carbon dioxide plus Y by 2 moles of water. So in this reaction, when the hydrocarbon is going to be burnt or any organic compound is going to be burnt, carbon is oxidized to carbon dioxide, hydrogen is oxidized to water molecule. In this organic reaction, what are the compounds going to be formed? What are the compounds going to be formed? One is the carbon dioxide going to be formed, as well as water vapors are going to be formed. To calculate the percentage of carbon, first we have to measure the weight of carbon dioxide, and then we have to measure the weight of water molecule. So by measuring or by calculating the weight of carbon dioxide formed and weight of water molecule formed, then only we can calculate or estimate the percentage of carbon and hydrogen. Somebody is still making nonsense in the class. Okay, wait a minute. Somebody is unmuting themselves, sir. Wait a minute. Yes, now you can enjoy. So once again, the organic reaction, CXHY, that is a hydrocarbon, reacting with X plus Y by 4 moles of O2 gives rise to X moles of CO2 plus Y by 2 moles of H2O. Here, carbon dioxide weight is going to be measured and water weight is going to be measured. Then coming to the calculation part, how to calculate the percentage of carbon? The percentage of carbon is equal to 12 into M2 into 100 by 44 into M. Yes, you will get it out. Sir, what is the formula? How we have to understand this formula? So to know about the percentage of carbon or to calculate the percentage of a carbon, the percentage of carbon is calculated by using this formula. Percentage carbon is equal to, what is the 12? 12 is indicating atomic weight of carbon. 12 is indicating atomic weight of carbon. Okay, by 44 is indicating gram molecular weight of carbon dioxide into M2. What is that M2? M2 indicates weight of carbon dioxide formed. M2 is indicating weight of carbon dioxide formed by 44. Yes, already I said 44 is indicating gram molecular weight of carbon dioxide into M is there. M indicates weight of organic compound. Here I am writing simply OC. OC stands for organic compound into 100. All of you please write down this formula. Percentage carbon is equal to, the percentage carbon is equal to atomic weight of carbon by gram molecular weight of carbon dioxide into weight of carbon dioxide formed by weight of organic compound into 100. Otherwise, simply you can write the formula. Percentage carbon is equal to, percentage carbon is equal to 12 into M2 into 100 by 44 into M. Here M2 is indicating weight of carbon dioxide formed and M is indicating weight of organic compound. Right, coming to the next one. How to calculate the percentage of hydrogen in the organic compound? The percentage of hydrogen in the organic compound is equal to, yes, here you can say the 2. What is this 2 indicating? Here the 2 is indicating gram molecular weight of hydrogen. Gram molecular weight of hydrogen, because hydrogen atom we are not going to take, hydrogen molecule we are going to take. So that is gram molecular weight of dihydrogen. Dihydrogen means H2 by, yes, 18. 18 is indicating gram molecular weight of water, because hydrogen is converting into water, into weight of water formed, weight of water formed by weight of organic compound. OC stands for organic compound into 100. So very simple. To know the percentage of carbon, we are writing atomic weight of carbon by gram molecular weight of carbon dioxide, because carbon is converting into carbon dioxide. Whereas here, percentage of hydrogen is calculated by using gram molecular weight of hydrogen divided with gram molecular weight of water. Why? Because means here hydrogen is converting into oxygen. So carbon is getting oxidized to carbon dioxide. Hydrogen is getting oxidized to water molecule. Right? By using these formulas, we can estimate the percentage of carbon and the percentage of hydrogen given in the organic compound. Yes, open your mic. All of you open your mic. Respond.
Yes, sir.
Is it understood? Or any re-explanation is required?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is the problem if you open the mic because you are in different places. Sorry for the disturbance, ma. So once again, percentage of carbon. Carbon is getting oxidized to carbon dioxide. So that's why we are taking here 44. 44 is indicating gram molecular weight of carbon dioxide. Here M2 is indicating weight of carbon dioxide formed in the reaction. And here M is indicating weight of organic compound. Take the screenshot. Yes, it is a very simple formula. If it is understood, with the help of this formula, we are going to understand the remaining formulas to calculate the percentage of nitrogen, percentage of sulfur, percentage of phosphorus, and percentage of halogens. What is the method used to estimate the percentage of carbon and hydrogen? What is the name of the method? The name of the method is called as Liebig's method. This is important. This method is called as Liebig's. Liebig's method is used for the estimation of percentage of carbon and percentage of hydrogen. Yes, coming to the example. Yes, in your textbook, you can find the problem number 12.20. All of you see page problem number 12.20. All of you write down the problem number 12.20 in your notes. Write down the question number 12.20 in your notes. Yes, I am going to dictate you. Problem number 12.20. On complete combustion, 0.246 grams of an organic compound gave 0.198 grams of carbon dioxide and 0.1014 grams of water. Determine the percentage composition of carbon and hydrogen in the compound. I think it was not shared. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm going to share the screen once again. Yes, on the screen you are seeing the problem. Problem number 12.20. On complete combustion, 0.246 grams of an organic compound gave 0.198 grams of carbon dioxide and 0.1014 grams of water. Determine the percentage composition of carbon and hydrogen in the compound. Just now I said the percentage of carbon. What is the formula to calculate the percentage of carbon? The percentage of carbon formula. Percentage of carbon is equal to atomic weight of carbon. Atomic weight of carbon by gram molecular weight of carbon dioxide into weight of carbon dioxide formed by weight of organic compound or sample into 100. Yes, now from the question you can understand atomic weight of carbon. The atomic weight of carbon is fixed value, that is 12. Here I am writing 12. Atomic weight of carbon is fixed, that is 12, into weight of carbon dioxide formed. What is the weight of carbon dioxide formed? The weight of carbon dioxide formed is 0.198 grams. Here we are taking 0.198 grams into percentage, that is 100, by gram molecular weight of carbon dioxide is 44 into weight of organic compound. See this one, weight of organic compound is given as 0.246. Then you can calculate to get the answer 21.95%. 21.95%. Yes, second one, percentage hydrogen is equal to calculate the percentage hydrogen formula. Percentage hydrogen is equal to gram molecular weight of dihydrogen by that is gram molecular weight of H2O into weight of water formed by weight of organic compound into 100. Yes, here you can see gram molecular weight of hydrogen is 2 into weight of water formed. How much water is going to be formed here? 0.1014 grams of water is formed. 0.1014 grams of water is formed. So here I am taking 0.1014 grams of water into 100 is there. Yes, here it is into 100 by gram molecular weight of water is, that is fixed value, 18 into weight of organic compound. How much weight of organic compound is given? 0.246 grams. Here we are taking 0.246 grams. Then the calculation gives the answer 4.58%. 4.58%. Yes, I'm going to clear this one. Once again, I am explaining by sharing the screen. Yes, on the screen you can see the whiteboard. Once again, I'm explaining the concept. Yes, percentage of carbon is equal to atomic weight of carbon by gram molecular weight of carbon dioxide into weight of carbon dioxide formed by weight of organic compound. OC means organic compound, weight of organic compound into 100, that is written as 12 by 44. These two values are fixed values, into weight of carbon dioxide. Weight of carbon dioxide formed is taken as M2 by weight of organic compound is taken as M, small m, into 100. So this is the formula you have to understand to calculate the percentage of carbon. Like that, to calculate the percentage of hydrogen, the percentage of hydrogen in the given organic compound is equal to gram molecular weight of dihydrogen or hydrogen by gram molecular weight of water into weight of water formed weight of water formed in the reaction by weight of sample or weight of organic compound, weight of the given sample or weight of organic compound into 100. Here also in simple we can write percentage hydrogen is equal to 2 by, because gram molecular weight of dihydrogen is 2 by gram molecular weight of water is 18, that is 2 by 18. Here also it is the fixed value. Percentage hydrogen is equal to 2 by 18 into, and weight of water formed, suppose if it is taken as M1, suppose, by, here M indicates weight of organic compound into 100. All of you take the screenshot, and already I sent the PDF also. Once go through that PDF. After this class, once again I am sending the formulas regarding how to calculate the percentage of other elements present in the given organic compound. And this method is called as, what is the name of this method? Liebig's method. Liebig's method is used to determine or to calculate the percentage of carbon and hydrogen in the given organic compounds. Yes, that is about theory part. Coming to the CET part and NEET part. In your material, in the NEET material or CET material, you can find page number 542. All of you see page number 542. Page number 542, question number 6. Page number 542. This is the page number. And question number is 6. Question number 6. What is given in the question number 6? 0.765 grams of an acid. Here acid means organic compound. Gives 0.535 grams of carbon dioxide and 0.138 grams of water. Then the ratio of percentage of carbon and hydrogen, percentage of hydrogen is. The percentage of carbon and percentage of hydrogen is. So first we have to write the formula. Percentage of carbon is equal to 12 by 44 into weight of carbon dioxide formed. What is the weight of carbon dioxide formed? The weight of carbon dioxide formed is 0.535 grams. So we have to take that value 0.535 by weight of organic compound. What is the weight of organic compound? 0.765 grams of an acid. This is the organic compound. So the weight of organic compound is taken as 0.765 into 100. Later you can do the calculation, you will get the answer. Finally, at the last you have to mention percentage. Like that, the percentage of hydrogen. Percentage of hydrogen formula 2 by 18 into weight of water formed. What is the weight of water formed? The weight of water formed is 0.138 grams. So here we have to take weight of water formed, that is 0.138 grams by weight of organic compound 0.765 into 100, that is equal to some percentage. Please all of you do the calculation, and after this class I will send 4 MCQs regarding this topic, calculation of percentage of carbon and percentage of hydrogen by Liebig's method. In the next class I will explain how to determine the percentage of nitrogen. To determine the percentage of nitrogen, 2 methods are there. One is Dumas method, second one is Zeldal's method. So I'm going to share the screen once again. Dumas method and Zeldal's method. So on the screen you are seeing the topic, quantitative analysis of organic compounds, estimation of carbon and hydrogen by Lebesgue method, percentage of carbon is equal to, and percentage of hydrogen is equal to. Just now we discussed. And coming to the next one, estimation of nitrogen. Estimation of nitrogen by Dumas method. The percentage of nitrogen is equal to 28 by 22,400 into volume of N2 at STP by weight of organic compound into 100%. 100. And the estimation of nitrogen by Zeldal's method, the formula is percentage of nitrogen is equal to 14 by 1000 into volume of acid used into normality of the acid by weight of organic compound into 100. So regarding these two formulas, how to calculate the percentage of nitrogen by using two different methods. One method is, the first method is, this is the method, Dumas method, and the second method is Zeldal's method. In the next class, we will discuss because the time is very less than 1 minute is there. So today I'm going to send you 4 MCQs regarding the topic Lebesgue method to determine the percentage of carbon and hydrogen. All of you please try to practice and send the PDF. Yes. Is there any doubt regarding this topic? Text me in the chat box. If I am opening the mic, somebody is talking around you. All those things are getting recorded. So that's why I'm not giving the mic to all of you. You can call me on my WhatsApp number. Is there any doubt? And I'm sending the PDF. First, once read the PDF also. Later then you have to practice the MCQs. Only four MCQs I'm going to give. Remaining people, all of you, please respond and please take the screenshot, attendance screenshot. I want the attendance screenshot. Anybody, please take the attendance screenshot and send it to me. 52 people are there. Anyone